My local video store was having a rent 2 get 1 free today, so I stopped by and picked up Robocop 2. I'm Kevin Porter, and welcome to Video Rental Chaos. All I'm saying is that if I'm ever in a dark alley and a group of thugs roll up on me, I'm calling my old buddy Robocop to save the day. That's right, baby, Robocop is back and he's here to protect the innocent. Let's jump right into this movie. It's evident that they have lots of work to do as there is a new drug boss on the streets by the name of Kane. The majority of the police department are on strike as OCP had trashed the police pension and cut their salaries in half. We open with pure anarchy in the streets. The man has developed a new drug called Nuke, and it's all the rage in the streets. Robocop and Lewis go to the production lab and lay waste to the facility. Kane and his boy quickly flee the site, thus setting up the next hour and 55 minutes of this film. Alex Murphy has not come to terms with his own demise, as we soon see that he's still stalking his widowed wife and son, having flashbacks of better times. Robocop is soon detained and advised that his wife is seeking litigation against OCP for this daily rendezvous that Robocop is having going down memory lane. When Robo comes face to face with his wife, he admits that he's dead and sends her away in tears. Ironically, OCP is in pre-development of Robocop 2, but seems to have no success so far. Enter a pretty lady named Dr. Juliet Fax, as she wants to change the approach that OCP is taking. The boss is all ears and tells Fax to report directly to himself. We are introduced to a nuke-addicted cop named Duffy. We find out that he's in cahoots with Kane and his gang. Robocop tracks down Kane's boy Hob to a local arcade in Detroit. Robocop reminds these kids that, hey, it's a school day and they should leave immediately. Well, that didn't go over too well with the kids. Soon realizing that Robocop is in the house, Hob and his bodyguard ditch Duffy as they hightail it out of the arcade. Robocop lays the smackdown on Duffy and forces him to rat out Kane and snitch where Kane's hideout is. Robocop rolls up onto the secret hideout and is immediately thrown into action as he has to take on the gang of criminals all by himself. As the fight ensues, Robocop is trapped, and Kane and his boys soon rip Robocop and dump his body in front of the picket line of the Detroit Police Department. Robocop is fixed by Dr. Fax, but she learns her way around his internal commands and prompts Robocop to become more of a peace officer than a criminal killing machine. As you see a whole gang of Little League kids totally ransack this building, and Robocop just leaves them with a stern warning. Robocop is not able to control his new program. Knowing that cops are bloodthirsty, Robocop takes the advice from the tech on staff, and he immediately shocks himself with high voltage. This brings back his normal programming, thus allowing him to continue his pursuit of Kane. This leads to another showdown and Kane is injured by Robocop. With Kane incapacitated, Hob steps up to take on the business as he thinks Kane is done for good. Dr. Fax shows up in Kane's hospital room and determines that he'll make a fine candidate to become Robocop 2. She disconnects his life support and starts the transition process. With the city in trouble, the mayor of Detroit takes a meeting with Hob, and a deal is about to be struck by Hob and the mayor to cover the city's debts in exchange for Nuke to continue to run free on the streets. OCP sends Kane to the meeting knowing that this kid is about to fuck it up for their corporation. We get a pretty touching scene with Hob in his final moments though. Robocop is there to provide some comfort to the little criminal. We see that OCP is now claiming ownership of all public areas of the city of Detroit. They reintroduce their plan from the first film to build up the new Delta City out of old Detroit. The old man holds up a huge container of Nuke telling all that Robocop 2 will be ridding the streets of this highly addictive drug. Not so fast there, as Kane is in desperate need to get high. He goes rogue and ends up gaining full access to his weapons and begins to destroy all the civilians in attendance. Robocop is on the scene and the final fight ensues as it's Robocop versus Robocop 2. It's an epic battle of robot versus robot. Ultimately, Kane's addiction to Nuke bites him in the ass as Lewis distracts it, and Robocop is able to take advantage to jump onto its back and shoot through the armor and rip Kane's brain out of the machine, and smashing it to smithereens and saving Detroit once again. The old man is shown talking to Johnson, and it looks like Dr. Fax is going to be thrown under the bus in order to save their asses after yet another OCP mishap. Our final moments in the film show Robocop showing some compassion towards the old corporate bastards, as they pretty much imply that they will get theirs one day. But I guess that day is not today. Robocop 2, in my opinion, is a worthy sequel to the first film. The movie is packed full of action, plus they continue the fun news and commercial cutaways that made the first film so unique. It's awesome as well as they were able to bring back a lot of the cast from the first film. The special effects, I imagine, were pretty good for its time. Who doesn't love cops cleaning up the streets of dangerous criminals and drugs? Is Robocop 2 a perfect movie? Absolutely not. But if you're bored on a Saturday afternoon, Robocop 2 will provide some decent entertainment for 117 minutes. Let me know what you think about Robocop 2 in the comments section. Until next time, I'll see you at the video store.
you